Victor Rivera, señores, y el día de hoy tenemos el último juego, ¿verdad?, de esta serie entre New York Yankees y el equipo de San Francisco Giants. Sin nada más que pues comentar y platicar con ustedes, pues vamos a iniciar este partido del día de hoy, 15 de septiembre del año 2020, celebrando la independencia de Nicaragua.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A bouncer to the left side. There is Crawford. And that's out number one.
Bueno, out número uno de manera rápida, el primer lanzamiento. No pudimos ser una mejor jugada, aunque fue bueno conectado la pelota.
Given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. He's got 12 hits in 35 ABs. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him.
This ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is
Se fue esa pelota.
Home run.
Díganle que no esa pelota.
A two-run shot. Home run number 9 on the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of pump in his bat, but come on, I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Batting fourth, the left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Stanton.
And Cueto starts him out with strike one as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game. Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Cuenta llena para Stanton.
He loses him on ball 4.
Pasa por bola para
The
Giancarlo.
guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
Sí, la verdad que iba sin velocidad ese lanzamiento.
You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
Working for the punch out and the offering. He pulls this one into right, and a diving effort, but the ball kicks off the right fielder's glove, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 28, Austin.
Digging in, Austin Romine, and the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Stanton at second. Ellsbury is over at first with one away. One and two to the Yankees catcher.
No pudimos conectar esa pelota que iba muy antes de ese.
He has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Line to the right side, and that's through into right.
Vamos a aguantar ahí.
And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base.
La casa llena de agua, señores. Cuando viene Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. 1-1 the count now.
Muy antes ahí.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Pues bastante complicado, ¿verdad?
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field, but it stays in the park and caroms off archway number 3.
Quedan dos carreras
He's in
más.
at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Viene Luke Boy.
Into the box, Luke Voigt. And Cueto starts him out with
Horrible.
strike one.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Muy antes también. No se iba buena, pero no ganó la emoción, diría yo.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And he struck him out. Coming to the plate now, Masahiro Tanaka. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first. Saves an error as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate.
El lanzamiento para May de impar de Tanaka.
Half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 4-0. Masahiro Tanaka.
5 para Tanaka.
Game 3 of the series.
39 entradas lanzadas. 32 chocolates.
Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
Low with the splitter, ball one.
Eso con bola,
Yankee Ball
Tanaka.
Club entering play this afternoon here. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, Matt, I'm looking for Longoria to snap out of the funk. He's
Longoria ahí,
really
tercera
in the
base.
power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Buster
Bases are
Posey.
empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Tanaka gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Swing and a liner.
No sé por qué salió para atrás. Salió para atrás para adelante, perdón. Claro, desequilibrado.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Posey is off of first with 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over.
No fuimos, señores, ahí.
Giants leave 1. They're down
Empezar de nuevo la cuenta con Miguel Andújar.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Andújar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and 1 strike.
Será bola, señor. Me la cantaron como strike arriba de la zona.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the Yankees have dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery is a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Now, an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And Cueto starts him out with strike 1. A base hit in his first.
Era pura bola esa. Parte de Johnny Cueto.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. The 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is Maben.
Y se fue, señores. Otro cuadrangular de Giancarlos, de Aaron Judge, del juez.
Home run there for Aaron Judge. His second of the game, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Next for the Yankees, the left fielder.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Parra is calling for it.
Si se acaba el inning, señores, ya.
Yankees able to add on one more via the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 5-0 New York.
Tiene Evan Longoria.
Third baseman Evan Longoria. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
The windup and the 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 1 out, nobody on.
Buscando el ponche Tanaka.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Ellsbury is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Brandon Crawford. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Hit on the ground to third. Andujar's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 0-1 on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Puede reivindicarse de que se le había escapado la bola.
At the plate, Austin Romine, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Heading out towards shallow right. Para moves over. He holds it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter.
Standing in, Didi Gregorius. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Slider, and he can't hold the trigger. 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line hard toward right center. Para is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Welcome back as the Giants look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Ahí logramos hacer la jugada.
Time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So one gone here in the San Francisco third.
Por sí o si no, vamos a ir viendo el bullpen por cualquier cosa.
First pitch on its way. And this will be fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. Bases are empty. One man out.
Buscando el ponche Tanaka.
On to first, and there are two down.
Viene Cameron Maybin.
Cameron Maybin now. Here comes the first pitch. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Tanaka into his motion. Here it is on 0-2.
Aguanta maybe.
And another foul ball. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here as just
señores.
that time. They won't get an out on the play. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
Ahí hubo un errorazo.
It's obvious he should have just hung on to it instead of throwing it to first. As it is, I think they'll score it in an air, and he's in
Horrible.
In is Gerardo Parra as he grounds one briskly to short. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over.
Super errorazo.
And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And they're going to do a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in.
Una rayita ahí la puso Lumboy.
This guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. On to second, but the throw is wide. And after that, head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Your attention, please.
Now here comes out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And that'll signal the end for Johnny Cueto. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. 0-1 the count. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Un lugar que todavía no
5
conecta.
runs, 7 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. The 1-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. He'll try again, 1-2. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Wild pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first.
Base por bola para
so
Miguel.
that's ball 4.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Bueno, toda la atención sobre DJ LeMahieu.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double
La
play.
verdad que fue muy pobre ese swing de LeMahieu.
Get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Swing.
Señores, otro cuadrangular de Aaron Judge.
And gone.
3 cuadrangulares en un solo partido. Qué potencia.
To straightaway right field, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Stepping in now, Giancarlo Stanton. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Shatters the bat. Bo charging this one. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run.
Estamos viendo otra vez el cuadrangular.
It's the Yankees 8 and the Giants 0. Coming to the plate now, Buster Posey. He reached on a single in his first try.
The catcher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Posey.
Liner towards second.
Y hay que ser parte ahí. Creo que es más un problema con el mando. Otra cosa.
In that category, and he's currently 2nd best on this Giants roster. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I mean, this is a classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And a swing and a miss there by Longoria as he can't connect, and that's a big second out now. So 2 away for the Giants here in the fourth, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panic. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Posey, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Aguanta ahí.
0-2, here it is. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Voigt takes care of him, and the inning is over. Giants lead 1. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Stepping in, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Maben. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
Estamos viendo a Johnny Cueto ahí.
Now at the plate, Austin Romine. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground to third. Scooped up on the
Tranquilo ahí para tercera base. Oh, le cayó.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Settling in now, Didi Gregorius. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luke Voigt. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 8 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Una rayita nuevamente Luke Voigt.
Middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Into the box now, Masahiro Tanaka, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Bien bonito ese lanzamiento.
Behind 0-2 now. The runners are at first and third, 1 away. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Dejamos llevar, ¿verdad?
For another shot now, Miguel Andujar. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But the recovery is too late at first, and the run is in to score.
Bueno, Miguel por lo menos impulsó la carrera.
Now batting, DJ LeMahieu. He was a double play victim last time around. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Number 99, Aaron.
Bueno, viene el hombre de los 3 cuadrangulares.
As he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as they'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game.
Tiene la posibilidad ahorita con Aaron.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch, and a strike called at the letters.
No la miré,
But it's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Here's the 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Hit high and deep.
Señores. Señores. Cuarto cuadrangular de partido y con Grand Slam incluido. Wow, qué partidazo de Aaron Judge el que se nos ha regalado. El día de ayer tuvo descanso para venir hoy a romperla, definitivamente que sí. Qué partido que están viendo, señores.
4 home runs in 1 game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
Qué lindo, señores. Qué bonito, qué precioso cuadrangular. Grand Slam. 4 home runs en un partido. Increíble para Aaron Judge. De película. De película. Él le ha estado robando los focos a Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge.
And it's 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Hard liner to center field. Maben is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 14-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with manager Bruce Bochy. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. No balls and a strike to count. Crawford is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang, bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing hand.
Judge is there, and he has it for the out.
The first baseman,
standing in, Stephen Vogt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
They never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
One out, nobody on. And they'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
19, Alan Hansen.
In there, 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2.
Ponchado.
For strike 3, a great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Cuando vemos a los fans ahí en la bahía de San Francisco.
14-0. Tony Watson gets the call to
Cambio de
pitch here. He'll try
lanzador.
to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A bouncer up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
A 1 pitch on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back safely. And another snap throw to the back.
Ahí otra
And he
vez.
has to dive, but he's back in
Creen que nos
easily.
vamos a ir. Vamos a dejar que lance a Romain.
Fastball well outside. To short, hit hard. Crawford fields it cleanly. To panic covering. On to first to complete the double play.
No lograron su misión, que era hacer doble play.
2 away now in the Yankees' 6th. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Buenos días. Ok, ya voy a ir a comer.
High in the air out to center field. Maben is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Yanks held in check, but they're still on cruise control. 14-0. So striding forward now, Cameron Maben. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Now batting.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Standing in now, Gerardo Parra, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
The 2-0. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. This is skied into short left center. Stanton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Striding in, Buster Posey. It was a single for him in his last at bat. First pitch on its way. Taken but called a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The batter, number 26.
Chris Shaw, the next to take a turn at the plate. Tanaka pauses. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through 6 full. The Yankees lead this one 14-0. Back here in San Francisco, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Stepping into the box, Luke Voigt, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Fouled away. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. Count even at 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And it's fouled away. Lined hard toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Masahiro Tanaka.
Nope, that's a ball.
A ball and no strikes. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And that's the second out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Miguel Andujar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Liner toward right center. Parra will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But they're still on cruise control, 14-0. Stepping up to the plate, Evan Longoria. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Here's Joe Panic. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now, and they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Longoria. At third, Panic is at second with nobody out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Here it is, the 3-0. is looked at for the first strike.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And this one's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. And the second run will score as well.
La verdad que estuvimos cerca ahí. No pudo salvar al equipo de que conectaran.
He wins the battle this time and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Behind 0-2 now. Line drive to left. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Yankees Solarte will get a chance with the runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now.
Concha ahí por Tanaka.
As he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Cameron Maven. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. No balls and 1 strike. Tanaka pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. Crawford rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. And the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we've got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on.
Duro pues porque no. Ya un partido sin carrera. Pero bueno, vamos a sentar a Zach. Buena oportunidad a Jonathan, que Tommy y a Jonathan. Vamos a darle a Tommy que venga, pues, que...
Here's the first pitch to him. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty D, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The right fielder, number 99.
Aaron Judge will stand in yet again, and he's looking for history now. We take you back to his last home run. This was his 4th of the ball game, and it needn't be said that 5 in a game has never been done before.
5 cuadrangulares en un partido nunca se ha hecho. Interesante, señores. Bueno.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander, and this is a ball 1-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Digging in now for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next day, big.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Racing back, a leap, but it's off his glove. He hit the corner and tries
La
for
captura
third.
esa bola prácticamente es la
with a two-out triple.
Le roba el out, el cuadrangular a Stanton.
The outfielder got a decent jump on it and made a great leaping try, but he just can't make a play. By the time he tracks it down, it's too late. The triple was pretty much a done deal.
Digging in, Jacoby Ellsbury. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Shatters the bat as this is hits a third. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his third hit of the afternoon. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
That's one of those do-or-die plays right there, D-Rod. Good job there by the third baseman to get it. Has to do that bare hand. That was a strong throw to first base, but just not in time for an infield single.
Yeah, Dan, you practiced this one in spring training, the bare hand from the third baseman. It's not easy. Again, all your momentum's going towards home plate, and you try and find a way to redirect that ball to first base. One of the best in the business, but even he couldn't stop it from being an infield single.
Austin Romine is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Now the 1-0 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy.
La verdad que esa era buena.
Mechanic will make the catch, and that retires the side. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead it.
Vamos a hacer el cambio de pitchers también.
Bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 48, Tommy Kingley.
Here's Buster Posey now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
1 gone here in the Giants half of the 8th, and digging in at the plate will be Chris Shaw. Stanton has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Evan Longoria. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 4. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton is going to have room out there as he
5 lanzamientos para Tommy y un
Giants
chocolate ahí. Bueno, vamos a preparar a que venga Jonathan Hunter.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Checked his swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball 1. The 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road split?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Into the box now, Tommy Kingley. Hara has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Now batting.
So striding in, Miguel Andujar. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Getting a few steps off his second there. Now the pitch. line towards center field. Maben is there, 2 gone. Ready now, DJ LeMahieu is looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And the 2-out throw will not come to pass as the inning is over.
Bueno, y hay que cerrar Jonathan.
A 6'2" right-hander jogs in to take over on
7
the mound.
chocolates tiene Jonathan.
Jonathan Holder.
Now at the plate, Joe Panic starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And that misses 1-1. Panic behind a ball and 2 strikes. Count still at 1-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 35.
Ready once again, Brandon Crawford. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Ready with another 0-2. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Another 0-2 home. He spoils another one and will do it again. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So in now for San Francisco, Stephen Vogt. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they
bueno,
find
Jonathan
themselves
buscando
down to
el
their
ponche,
final
el
strike
último,
here this afternoon. Last
y con
strike here
ello
for
la
the
victoria
Giants.
de este partido impresionante, un partido súper, con una súper ventaja. Partido fenomenal de Aaron Judge.
A comfortable victory.
15-3 the final score. New York put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Masahiro Tanaka earned his 5th win of the year. Johnny Cueto struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Un partido impresionante, jugador del partido, pues estaba difícil entre Masahiro y Aaron Judge, pero Aaron, pues sus 4 cuadrangulares, verdad, en 5 oportunidades, y trajo 9 carreras de una vez impulsadas, pues fenomenal, definitivamente que sí. Próximo partido, pues sería contra Arizona, señores, este próximo domingo, verdad. Tendremos ahí tendremos ese partido con los New York Yankees Arizona. Vámonos rápidamente a lo que es FIFA, señores. Ahí nos está esperando el partido. Saludos hasta el próximo video, hasta el próximo domingo en MLB The Show. Chao, chao.